Hello everyone, welcome you all. In the last lecture, we have seen conditional distribution of multinomial probability distribution. Also, we have seen conditional expectation and conditional variance of multinomial probability distribution. In today's lecture, we are going to discuss additive property and some important results of multinomial probability distribution. Let us see one important theorem, and the statement is: suppose x1, x2, xk are independent Poisson random variables with parameter lambda1, lambda2, lambda_k respectively. Then find the conditional distribution of x1, x2, xk given x1 plus x2 plus up dash dash xk is equal to n. That is, we have to find out the conditional distribution of xi, I is running from 1 to k, given summation of xi which is equal to n. Again, I is running from 1 to k. And the proof is, since we have given xi follows Poisson distribution with parameter lambda I, and where I is running from 1 to k. So, due to additive property, we can write x1 plus x2 plus dash dash xk, which is denoted by y, follows Poisson distribution. What is the additive property of Poisson distribution? Summation of xi follows Poisson distribution with summation lambda I. So y is equal to x1 plus x2 plus dash dash xk follows Poisson distribution with parameter lambda1 plus lambda2 up to dash dash lambda k. We can write this statement due to additive property of Poisson distribution. So we have to find out conditional distribution of x1, x2, xk given x1 plus x2 plus xk is equal to n. So can be obtained as follow, that is probability of x1, x2, xk given x1 plus x2 plus xk is equal to n is equal to, so this is probability of A given probability of B. That is, probability of A given B is equal to what? Probability of A intersection B divided by probability of B. So same formula we can use here. That is, probability of x1 is equal to x1, x2 is equal to x2 up to xk is equal to xk, comma x1 plus x2 plus xk is equal to n. This is termed as probability of A intersection B divided by what? Probability of B. So probability of what? x1 plus x2 plus dash dash xk is equal to n. So intersection of x1 is equal to x1, x2 is equal to x2, xk is equal to xk, and second event, which is x1 plus x2 plus xk is equal to n, is obviously it is probability of x1 is equal to x1, x2 is equal to x2, xk is equal to xk, because this is subset of this term, divided by probability of x1 plus x2 plus xk is equal to n. Since xi's are independent, we can write, if A and B are independent, we can write probability of A intersection B is equal to probability of A into probability of B. So we can write here probability of x1 is equal to x1 into x2 is equal to x2 dash dash probability of xk is equal to xk divided by probability of y is equal to n, because x1 plus x2 plus xk we denote it as by y. So we can write probability of y is equal to n. So we know that xi follows Poisson distribution with parameter lambda I. So probability of x1 is equal to x1 follows, that is, x1 follows Poisson distribution with parameter lambda1, x2 follows Poisson distribution with parameter lambda2, and so on. Xk follows Poisson distribution with parameter lambda k. So we can write this term like this way: probability of x1 is equal to x1 is equal to e raised to minus lambda1 raised to x1 upon x1 factorial into probability of x2 is equal to x2 is e raised to minus lambda2 raised to x2 upon x2 factorial up to e raised to minus lambda k raised to xk upon xk factorial divided by what is the denominator, that is probability of y is equal to n. And y is what? x1 plus x2 plus dash dash xk, which follows Poisson distribution with parameter lambda1 plus lambda2 plus lambda k. So probability of y is equal to n is e raised to minus lambda1 plus lambda2 plus dash dash lambda k into lambda1 plus lambda2 plus dash dash lambda k raised to n divided by n factorial. So in the next step we get e raised to minus lambda 1 raised to x1 upon x1 factorial into e raised to minus lambda 2 raised to x2 upon x2 factorial up to dash dash e raised to minus lambda k raised to xk upon xk factorial into this denominator goes on numerator. So it becomes n factorial divided by e raised to minus lambda 1 plus lambda 2 dash dash lambda k into lambda 1 plus lambda 2 dash dash lambda k raised to n. So we get this n factorial divided by x1 factorial into x2 factorial into xk factorial. So we can write this term as n factorial divided by x1 factorial, x2 factorial up to xk factorial. And this term e raised to minus lambda 1 raised to x1 into e raised to minus lambda 2 raised to x2 e raised to minus lambda k raised to xk divided by what? E raised to minus lambda 1 plus lambda 2 lambda k up into lambda 1 plus lambda 2 up to lambda k raised to n. So this term n factorial upon x1 factorial into x2 factorial up to xk factorial remains same. We can write e raised to minus lambda 1 plus lambda 2 plus dash dash lambda k as e raised to minus lambda 1 into e raised to minus lambda 2 up to dash dash e raised to minus lambda k. And lambda 1 plus lambda 2 dash dash lambda k, we can write it as summation I is running from 1 to k lambda I raised to n. So n factorial upon x1 factorial into x2 factorial up to dash dash xk factorial into this e raised to minus lambda 1, e raised to minus lambda 1 get cancelled, e raised to minus lambda 2 up into divided by e raised to minus lambda 2 get cancelled up to e raised to minus lambda k divided by e raised to minus lambda k get cancelled. So remaining terms are lambda 1 raised to x1 into lambda 2 raised to x2 up to dash dash lambda k raised to xk and divided by summation I is running from 1 to k lambda I raised to n. We know that what is the value of n, which is x1 plus x2 plus dash dash xk. So we can write it as summation lambda I raised to x1 into summation lambda I raised to x2 up to dash dash summation lambda I raised to xk. So lambda 1 raised to x1 divided by summation lambda I into x1. So raised to x1. So we can write it as lambda 1 divided by summation of lambda I raised to x1 into lambda 2 upon summation of lambda I raised to x2 up to dash dash lambda k upon summation of lambda I raised to xk. So this statement is nothing but the PMF of multinomial probability distribution with parameter n. And what are the values of p1, p2, pk? So p1 is equal to what? Lambda 1 upon summation lambda I. Lambda 2 p2 is lambda 2 upon summation lambda I, and pk is what? Lambda k upon summation lambda I. Because PMF of multinomial distribution is what? N factorial divided by x1 factorial into x2 factorial up to dash dash xk factorial into p1 raised to x1, p2 raised to x2 up to dash dash pk raised to xk. So this is MGF. This is PMF of multinomial distribution with parameter n, and the values of p1, p2, pk are like this way. So we have shown here that conditional distribution of Poisson distribution follows multinomial probability distribution. Now one important property of every distribution, which is additive property. So multinomial distribution has also additive property. And the statement is, if vector x, that is x1, x2, xk, follows multinomial distribution with parameter n, p1, p2, pk, and another vector y, which contains y1, y2, dash dash yk values, follows multinomial distribution with parameter n2, p1, p2, pk, and let vector x and vector y are independent, then addition of these two vectors, that is vector x plus vector y, follows multinomial distribution with parameter n1 plus n2, p1, p2, dash dash pk. So additive property of multinomial probability distribution holds only p1, p2, pk for vector x and p1, p2, pk for vector y, both are same. So vector x plus vector y follows multinomial distribution with parameter n1 plus n2 comma p1 p2 dash dash pk. And the proof is, we have given vector x follows multinomial distribution with parameter n1 p1 p2 dash dash pk. So the MGF of vector x is what? Mx of t1 t2 tk. We know that MGF of multinomial probability distribution is p1 e raised to t1 plus p2 e raised to t2 plus dash dash pk e raised to tk raised to n1. Again vector y follows multinomial distribution with parameter n2 p1 p2 dash dash pk. So the MGF of y is my of t1 t2 tk is equal to p1 e raised to t1 plus p2 e raised to t2 plus pk e raised to tk raised to what? n2. So the joint MGF of vector x plus vector y is given as mx plus y of t. Since we have given vector x and vector y are independent, so we can write mx plus y of t is equal to mx of t into my of t. We know that mx of t is equal to what? Which is p1 e raised to t1 p2 e raised to t2 plus dash dash pk e raised to tk raised to n1 into my of t is p1 e raised to t1 plus p2 e raised to t2 plus dash dash pk e raised to tk raised to n2. So base is same, we can add powers of these two terms. So we get p1 e raised to t1 plus p2 e raised to t2 plus dash dash pk e raised to tk raised to what? n1 plus n2. We can add n1 and n2. So obviously this is MGF of what? Multinomial distribution with parameter n1 plus n2 p1 p2 dash dash pk. So we can say that if vector x and vector y are multinomial random variables and if they are independent, then addition of these two vectors, that is vector x plus vector y, follows multinomial distribution with parameter n1 plus n2 comma p1 p2 dash dash pk. Let us consider one example. If x1 x2 x3 x4 x5 follows multinomial distribution with parameter n p1 p2 p3 p4 p5, find the probability distributions of first vector u, which is equal to x1 plus x2 comma x3 comma x4 comma x5. That is, we have to find out probability distribution of x1 plus x2 comma x3 comma x4 and x5. Second one is vector v, which is x1 plus x2 plus x3 comma x4 plus x5. So we have to find out probability distribution of these two vectors. So first one, we have given x1 x2 x3 x4 x5 follows multinomial distribution with n p1 p2 p3 p4 and p5. Hence MGF of multinomial distribution is mx of t. Now vector x contains only 5 variables, which are x1 x2 x3 x4 and x5. So MGF of vector x is mx of t1 t2 what? t5 is equal to p1 e raised to t1 plus p2 e raised to t2 plus p3 e raised to t3 plus dash dash what? p5 e raised to t5 raised to n, because the value of n is not given to us. So first we have to find out probability distribution of vector u, and the value of vector u is x1 plus x2 comma x3 comma x4 and x5. So simply we have to find out MGF of vector u, because we know that uniqueness theorem. What is the uniqueness theorem? Every MGF has unique probability distribution. So if we have find MGF of vector u, it means we can also find probability distribution of vector u. So we are going to find MGF of vector u. So mu of t is equal to what? Expectation of u contains elements regarding x1, x2, x3, x4 and x5, and distribution of x1, x2, x3, x4, x5 is multinomial distribution. So mu of t is equal to what? Expectation of x1 plus x2. So t in bracket x1 plus x2 plus t3 x3 plus t4 x4 plus t5 x5. So we get expectation of, solve this bracket, tx1 plus tx2 plus t3 x3 plus t4 x4 plus t5 x5. So expectation of e raised to these values is nothing but p1 e raised to t plus p2 e raised to t plus p3 e raised to t3 plus p4 e raised to t4 plus p5 e raised to t5 raised to n. Because we know that x1 plus x1, x2, x3, x4 and x5 follows multinomial distribution. So we can write PMF like this way. So e raised to t is common here. We can write in bracket p1 plus p2 into e raised to t plus p3 e raised to t3 plus p4 e raised to t4 plus p5 e raised to t5 raised to n. So this is simply MJF of multinomial distribution with parameter what? N, comma p1 plus p2, comma p3, comma p4 and p5. So distribution of vector u, that is probability distribution of x1 plus x2, comma x3, comma x4, comma x5 follows multinomial distribution with parameter n, p1 plus p2, comma p3, comma p4, p5. Since x1, x2, x3, x4 follows multinomial distribution with parameter n, p1, p2, p3, p4 and p5. Now the second statement is, what is the probability distribution of vector v? And vector v is x1 plus x2 plus x3, comma x4 plus x5. So we have to find out probability distribution of vector v. Again we can find MJF of vector v, that is expectation of e raised to t in bracket what? x1 plus x2 plus x3 plus t dash in bracket x4 plus x5. So expectation of what? Solve this bracket, tx1 plus tx2 plus tx3 plus t dash x4 plus t dash x5. So expectation of this is MJF of this term is p1 e raised to t plus p2 e raised to t plus p3 e raised to t plus p4 e raised to t dash plus p5 e raised to t dash raised to n. Again we know that x1, x2, x3, x4, x5 follows multinomial distribution with parameter n, p1, p2, p3, p4, p5. So we can write MJF of this term like this way. Again e raised to t is common here in bracket what? p1 plus p2 plus p3 plus e raised to t dash is common here in bracket p4 plus p5 raised to n. Now we know that summation of pi is equal to 1, that is p1 plus p2 plus p3 plus p4 plus p5 is equal to what? 1. If we denote p1 plus p2 plus p3 by capital P, so this term is replaced by capital P e raised to t plus p4 plus p5 into e raised to t dash raised to n as it is. And 1 minus capital P is q. So 1 minus capital P, what are the values of capital P? 1 minus p1 minus p2 minus p3. And 1 minus p1 minus p2 minus p3 is equal to what? p4 plus p5. So we can replace p4 plus p5 by what? q. So we get p e raised to t plus q e raised to t dash raised to n. By putting t dash is equal to 0, we get what? p e raised to t plus q e raised to 0 is 1. So we get p e raised to t plus q raised to n. So simply this is MJF of what? Binomial distribution. What is the MJF of binomial distribution? Q plus p e raised to t raised to n. So this is MJF of binomial distribution with parameter n. And what is the value of p? Because this is capital P. And what is the value of capital P? P1 plus P2 plus P3. So vector V, if vector V contains this type of elements, that is x1 plus x2 plus x3, comma x4 plus x5, so probability distribution of vector V follows binomial distribution with parameter n and capital P, and capital P is what? P1 plus P2 plus small p3.